Sawadee-kapom. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Tokyo Channel, and we're back for more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So we're gonna continue with our case, find more evidence for the trial of this guy. So if you haven't seen, forget to follow the subscribe and keep going. So let's get on to it. So we left off where we still in the evidence room. Oh, I didn't know there's some more dialogue here. Okay, so we can talk what really happened to this incident. Sorry. Okay. Now there was a bloody violent case. Violent. So it was a murder, a serial killing, I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake. His actually built his case around that to nap him. And this was his killer. That put Mr. Expert right in the spotlight and started rumors about false evidence. It was supposed to be all cleaned up in the transfer the other day. It was the last job he ever did. That's a good man, that is. Oh, his last person. Huh? What do you mean? That a good man was exactly in charge of his SL9, see? So that's really nice. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. But why he has blood on? Okay, let me look at the. There's blood around there, and there. Okay, let's talk to. Sheriff Manager, why was it place for making evidence? About the only thing they struck was their shooting hand. Okay, so somebody investigate any of this guy. What about oh, I cannot use it now if it's in other places. Oh, this one. Okay, no. Oh, come on. Give me something, man. Nothing. So this is the hard part that I'm playing the non-playable part. Okay. Detention center. What do you know about this? What is that? Okay, still same line like yesterday. About this. Really, you don't have anything on you at all. Come on. Give me something. Oh. Really can check off, but I cannot get it. What about you? He's not there. Oh. going to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. That's fine. You mean it's fine, pal? You can open the locker in your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they give you 50 cents. Who's there? Nope. This department fixed its lock system. After all, Detective Cooper must step there after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Maybe he's... I don't know. We could take a look at this. This is the ID card record for the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Ah, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at this time, but... Whoa! Why is it? That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Kamshu? Mr. Ashworth! What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Ashworth. What? Oh, this is new. Why would Ashworth have come to evidence here? Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you need to be going to? It's just that Mr. Ashworth inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm going to go give them my report for the restore. What? It might help, you know. Report? You mean the third written on the back of that flyer? The one that say nothing but no problems? Hey, Mr. Ashworth is talking about. I'm sure he can pull a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you got friends like Detective Kamshu? I'm out, pal. Later. I should probably see what Edgewood had to say too. Ah, there you go. Now the game moves on. Okay, hold on. Let me see everything. So, let me check. So he is there in 440. What are you doing there? But who's 4989 596? Who's that? It's not our detective, right? It's not our police patrol. Can I do this? Okay, let's meet with Edward now. I think he's back at the... Is it him? No, okay. He's back here yet? Ah, he's back here. Okay. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, Room 1202. Oh, you're back. Okay. Ah, guess. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Oh. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I begged your leave so long. Oh. Is Edgeworth here? Yeah, standing by the window. A teacup in his hand. Are you okay, man? Right. He has the hotel bring him tea service. Miss Edgeworth, you back from the district prosecutor office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Kamshu was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to consult me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Okay, let's start. Inquiry committee. So, how did inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communication error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I conceal evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again? I heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago, SL9, right? Tomorrow trial. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? I'm sure I'm still the presiding prosecuting authorities. However, something's happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation from this case will be directed by the chief of the police, Grant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why ask you? Why? Why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I never see him this outsourced. Let's ask him about SL9. I know you probably got a hold of some information already, right? It's all had to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figure I'll be telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edward, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Application forgery, okay. What happened with it? The SL9 incident was a hideous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Grant. That wacky old crook was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. He was a top officer and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you were nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I would do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. Okay, so that's why now. What about this one? Alright, I better check this down. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edward, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why? Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Grant. The Chief of Police? Once evidence was case that wrapped up half a year ago. AI-16. He told me he wanted to keep hearing but it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. Chief is never want to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with killing. Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Heartbreak, okay. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutors want to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminoid testing fluid. Well, then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints? It's being chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemies, you know? I'm not saying today's investigation. Do as you will. Edward, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprints. Files for anyone involved. Oh, files too. Nice. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? So we can use this one to check everything now. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint. Ah, okay. Thanks, game, for doing that. So we're done. Oh, she's not here anymore. I cannot use here. Okay. Let's go back to evidence room then. No, I don't like that side at all. Oh, he's gone too. Oh, that's not good. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. Our investigation turns up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger. Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quick, procrastinating, and choose a finger. Either index or thumb. I choose thumb just in case then. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkling in her eyes. First, we sparkle the aluminum powder around. How do you know that? With the X button, see? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. How do I do that? Let's try it. Exciting, right? Imagine you blowing out the candle with the birthday cake. See? Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to though. It's fine, it won't go up to your nose or anything. You just put the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I better give it a try. That's everywhere. Aha! You did it! You found one! But this looks something like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? It thinks it means we out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left his handprint must be warm gloves. Oh, okay. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with the scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Look at the locker door again closely. Okay, so we got another finger then. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Outside? Oh, that one. No. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. I see one here. Okay, let's spread everywhere. Yeah, boy. Whoa, nice. Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, these prints took a lot of effort to find. Let's make it up right away. So we're not done yet. This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess he's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth and point out the person you think left these prints. How am I supposed to know who it was? I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the print probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprint would be most likely found on the evidence locket? Oh, so we just guess. Oh, not detective. Not him. No. No. Ah, there we go. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You give me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we come up with nothing this time, but that's our next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this school. Let's check it out. This is where we got in the blue direction, right? There was a handprint here. Okay, want to try releasing this? Yes. There goes her eyes sparkling again. Take for prints. Okay, let's take for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but do I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only end up finding it using Google Means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me! Anyway, we was trying to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones that behind the dirty hands. Oh, great. So let's go for... Let's go for middle finger then. Oh, really? Oh, there you go. Got something. give it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for Magic's prince. Really? But it doesn't look like we get any cleaner result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Finger. Okay, they must be index. Index here. What about thumb? Where's the thumb? Oh, here. Okay. Let's try again. Different finger, okay, so not index. Where's the thumb? Oh, here, okay. That's the thumb. Okay, now that's the index. I just guessed it. Hold on. Let's hope I find a good one. There you go. Ooh, there we go. It's not quite. Marshall. That looks like him, man. Oh, it's Marshall. What he's doing here? I found. Hey, these figurines, they... Who are they? Who's? Is this someone I know? Yeah, someone you know. It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Uh-oh, something not right here. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma, is it decisively different from detective comes to prints? The aluminum reaction, the blood, and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh! So we have a Jake Marshall fingerprint on the white blood stain. Yeah, I knew it. These people are... There must be multiple conspirators. But why would he... It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what we call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. It's okay, girl. There you go. Here we go. Now it's done on this part. Let's keep on going. Former, okay, there's 2 tries again. Is it gonna get complicated fast? Oh. February 24th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. So what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. A different suspect on the list at the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was in this hole. Come on, say that. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I used to all nighters. So how it go? Agent has Mr. White suspect. The police are clueless. I figured as much. That's why I a bargain? What do you mean by that? We agree that if I told the truth behind this simultaneous they will see capital punishment. That's why I need Emma. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much too much. This guy. We found the trace evidence of a certain person in the department. It belongs to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? First name. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, Mr. Marshall, we have to play the cards we dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Guy? So what do you do, right? Okay. February 24th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Here we go. Before we read this, let me check the evidence. We got the card, we got this, we got the weapon, the timestamp, the blue badges, SL9, the phone, the parking lot, the knife from SL9, this one, 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 and there's still a lot of questions that still need to be answered. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... I'm afraid you have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victims or the evidence look has disappeared. Yes, and the body is eventually reappeared in the trunk of the Mr. Edgeworth car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. So doing, I believe the way in which we could proceed will reveal itself. Now that what set Mr. Edgeworth apart, it sounds so tough of things. Even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait. Wait a minute, there's a trial to resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired in the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you will call the first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution called the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? Oh boy. Things are getting wild in the kitchen. Will the witness please state his name and application? Yes, sir. I'm Officer Mickey, sir. My application is... there will be murderers, sir. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I know who did it. I never killed anyone again, sir. You gotta believe me, sir. Actually, what we like to hear from you is... Sir, that's why you call the part of younger generation, sir. The person of whose action adult can possibly comprehend. Sorry, wrong word. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Come in, sir. Officer Mickens. Yes, sir. Give us your report and crime. Consider that in order. Yes, sir. As you wish. After all, I'm a part of the generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for the lack of enthusiasm. Right. Okay. Let's do this. Crime report, sir. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I saw the suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was under attack. I fought for my life and then I did it. and then I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Do unto the others before they do unto you. That's the Mickey family motto, sir. I see. Then you faint and your colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. Then we begin a cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. Crime report, sir. Let's going slow today. Mr. Mickens, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir! I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir! Yikes! Now there's a scary thought. Every transfers are taking place on the day of the crime, which means an officer will give it special tasks like holding. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir! The Blue Badger? Yes, sir! The lovely police mascot created by the chief of detectives, sir! That one. I was really sure it wasn't broken during the transfer process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir! I see. Sounds like a really important mission. After the reward ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around. They relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, really? Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? Hold it! In order to enter the evidence room, we need an ID card, correct? Precisely, sir! I have one right here around my neck. So then your ID number should be this one here, right? There it is! I found it! This is the one right here! Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir! It's 4989596! That's my number, sir! I see, but the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice. Please explain weakness. It's no real mystery, sir! The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see, so you were doing that second time when... Yes, sir! That's when I spotted the man on the scary screen. Ah, okay. So you were attacked. Could you please tell us exactly what happened to you? With a knife, sir! A knife! Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then? Well, with me charging on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You weren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I react, sir! I swung my arm like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gosh on my hand. On your hand. Oh, okay. Maybe if you just keep the cool your hand on me. When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. I popped my life and I did it. Hold it! Okay. What exactly did you mean when you say you did it? I knew I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu feet, sir. The man let his guard down for just a second instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife? I swung him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure I closed my eyes like a man. I see. He must have been desperate. The next thing I know, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood. And then the next thing I knew, Yes? He punched me right into my face, sir. Holy shit. About what time did you repay punches? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. According to the report, when the officers that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me right in the head, sir. I woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir. The blue badges, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remained uncleared. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Mickens. In regards to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Grady delivered it to me just this morning, sir. The chief? Deliver it? What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It's contained footage from the security camera in the evidence room.
Objection!
What? But I supposedly asked if there was such a tape. And was told it was being mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder, just what we are getting ourselves into. Oh. Oh, it's not his face. Oh, what a lucky shot. You're not gonna see their murder, right? You done? Oh, he's gone. Like, what the fuck? Where is he? Where is he? Well, I believe we are thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettled feelings stirring within us? What the hell was that withering piece of pine wood? Sir, there is a pride and joy entire criminal affairs department, sir! It's a blue badger, sir! Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? It's not that good of evidence now. We can't see what his face looked like. But I can guess who that is. Yes, well, anyway. This test seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room and some sort of activity did take place. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Mickens? Yes, sir! As you wish, sir! Mysterious man of getting more info from you. His face can be clearly seen in the video. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. No question. I mean, he's opened the locker, which requires Detective Goodman fingerprints to do. The locker he's opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else should have unlocked it. What is about fingerprints? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprints activate lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victims at the crime scene would have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may be getting cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything became with contradiction. That's where I had to start. Mysterious man. I'm gonna press everything now, from now on. His face can be clearly seen in the video. Yeah, that's weird. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife? Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I mean, I would be classified as the latter. The latter, but you were standing right in front of him, were you not? More to the point, you are the person who fought him, aren't you? Oh, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see? Yeah, that's a good trait of police officer. Still, I'm sure it was him. I bet my badge on it. There's no question that the person was. But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as seen. Have you seen or not seen it? Since his face can be identified in the video, only you can verify it. Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your staring as disturbing or Mickens. Having been shown a questionable videos at best, we are not at the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you are testifying. Yes, sir. You claim the man whose brandished knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you were positive it was him. Sure you see him do it? About those lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. I wonder what kind of method is tried. If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then it must be the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir. And this too. That was open is How do you know? How do you know in that information? Yeah. I heard rumors, sir, of the people in the know, sir. People in the know. The workers in the department cafeteria, sir, they came in phone. They also listened to my romantic troubles, sir. For the record, the open lockers indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source. So the victims opened the locker with his own fingerprints. They must be However, the most important detail is not shown in this video, the man's face. Sir? If I may say something, sir? What? Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. But it was his hand that tried to run his knife into my body, sir. My uncertain state can testify enough to this, sir. No, it's not enough. Yes, you have a point. The footprint doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can prove a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court records again. There is a problem with the... Hold on. Let's check the video again. Ah, the light's open. Let's go the footage of what is wrong. I need to look this very carefully. But it doesn't show him at the end, so I don't know where he went. Yeah, this is the last one. Let's save it first. Let's try this problem. Regarding the video contains on this tape, there is one thing particular that seems rather strange. Strange? This contradict leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Objection! Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Ashworth. I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction. You would want me to point it out? Very well, proposal accept. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video. This is the first time I ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. I set up so you can fast forward, rewind, and pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it. It's over too many times. I can't stand watching this video. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. There is a contradiction that indicates that the man may not be. Can I see the only the side detective? Oh, the indicator lamp lights up when it's open. It's this thing. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Mickens? Sir! Do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprints if it's a match. Ah, the lights turn up, okay. The lights turn on and the lock is released. According to my really limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, there's something seriously wrong with this picture. You see this? It's already opening there. When the victims reach for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind a little earlier. Here, notice the light. What's this? It's already lit. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victims grabbed the handle. Ah! Order! What's the meaning of this? It's really simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime.
Objection!
But the locker locks are controlled by the electronic system. When the door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know. It must be broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh well, they just go to show notice would keep their mouth shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes. Why was the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yeah, so, well, you see, this is exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jam the system sensor? Something jam the sensor? Say, there's something else that seemed out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in the footage. Wait a minute. Let's inspect the video once more. The locker was locked. Mr. Wright, please point out the cause of this. The cause of this? Oh god, okay. Let's look at it. What's the cause? The gloves? Okay, that's white glove. I cannot pause the video to a shit.
Take that!
Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Okay. The gloves fall down. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out and roll great distance when
Objection!
We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggered the locks when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserts? You see that? Yeah, the gloves were down. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. Wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand, sir. It just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie choking. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical current. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator by the crime scene. There just might have been something that fits in the Hold on, let me see. But sir, by insulator, you took me. I think I finally get this figure out. Very well. Will the defense please present your relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door? Ah, okay. Is this thing the white glove right here? Take that, bitch. I found this near the locker and a thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. It was tagged. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could open that locker. Is this not so, Officer Mickens? Sir, it will appear so, sir. Order, order, order. So, are we to believe then that the victim, whose this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
Objection!
Do not be Mr. Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. How do you know? The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Mr. Mickens, please testify about this. Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Uh-oh. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Is this a joke? Very well, begin your testimony. Monsieur Man 2. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When the ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective has used his card. An ID card record, I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 5:14, so that's of the victim. Justify the crime, hmm? Yes, without doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases would have been due to for transferal. Why was there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for restoring certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transfer there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now let us move on to cross-examination. Monsieur Man 2. Okay. I need to be very careful about this. There's another thing that proves. So unlike your earlier testimonies, you believe this to be a lost solid, do you? Yes, sir. Solid stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandage, I even give a V or victory sign, sir. Wouldn't he just use his right hand for that? Let's hear him out fully. As we see, one never knows what he might say until the really last second. Is that card heading from your neck one of these ID cards? Yes, sir. This card right next to my cup, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 or 3 times my tires get stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time is if my ID card gets stuck. Instead of door closing, my ID card shocked me. Maybe I should just leave this one alone. At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony. An ID card is used as a record.
Hold it!
Yeah, I know that. Let it be known that this is the record the witness referring to. Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Is it good, man? What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edward, your name is on here. So it is, Your Honor. Another prosecutor again. Hey, maybe he's behind all this. Maybe a prosecutor is hiding evidence. Mommy, is this not include a murder? Dad, you got the first color, kid. It was scenes. The inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the court examination. Poor Mr. Ashford must be difficult for him.
Hold it!
How do you know you're not seeing it? Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he brought 9 points. Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if you had this ID card, all you had to do was show it to me. There wasn't be any reason to draw a knife. But maybe he just panicked? Everything's from contradiction. Let's point them out. Mr. Wright, what do you think? I'm confused. What? The problem with this ID card testimony is far from obvious. It's not like expert to miss something like this. You think it's too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we got. We already pressed everything now. Are you sure? Let's make sure you use it. Hold on. What about 777? I wonder about who that guy must be. Okay, let's try.
Objection!
Do it, right? No. Not that one. Oh, yeah, I forgot the ID card was at the other crime scene, so there's no way you can beat him. Okay, I misclicked on that one.
Objection!
So how is it going there then? Wait 1 minute. Wait 1 moment, Officer Mickens. I'm not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I find it at the crime scene. That makes sense. Not that crime scene. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. A lost item report is only half complete. But it shows that Detective Goodman has lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out his report. Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right? Yes. I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Teddy Goodman was not carrying his card. Order, order! So now, what does all this mean? It can only be one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Mickens encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather than the man who stole his ID card. Order, order, order! Does the prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo. Allow me to summarize the defense argument. At 5:15 on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room officers Mickens encountered was not Detective Goodman. There was two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the item lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes, what's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a simple conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security cameras does not show the instant of the murder. That is where I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your fingers around. Is it going to end well? Well. It seems you'll finally realize exactly what you've gone through such length to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already done explaining for me. The victim in this video is fake, which means the murder is not fake. It's not fake, by the way, it's not fake. At the police department at 5:15, day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location. The underground parking lot. The prosecutor office. The murder being Miss Lana Sky, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Ah! I knew the testimony was really sloppy. It was all a trap from the beginning. The activity in evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Mickens encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial proposes to extreme only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. But Mr. Wright, we have to do something, or else Lana... What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Object first. Let's see. Object.
Objection!
One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you just proven. Not that. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecuting trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination is proving one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Okay. Oh, that. Okay, I see. However, it cannot be said that this is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Fingerprints, yeah. Specifically, large amount of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor? If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considers the incident of the police department to be unrelated. We have not declared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean? Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh, who do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe know the truth. The truth behind the activity that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person before deciding whether or not to comply. Wait a minute, Mr. Wright. This person who you could have testified. What is his or her name? This guy, maybe.
Take that!
Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he had to say. The prosecution agreed to defense request. Since he was responsible for gunning, we could hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Wait a minute. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is separated. Will the prosecution please refer the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court is on recess. February 24th, 11:32 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. There's no something there is. There's no something there is there, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? You call for Jake Marshall. It seems you figure everything out. I haven't figured anything out. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emily, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How could you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Home and not interrupting anything, pal. Oh, I guess I am. I come back later. Come back. Wait, Detective Gupshoe, what is it? You got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I see happier people at funeral. Sorry, Detective. You better be, pal. Hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked? Oh! You mean this, right? My apologies, Detective. Due to my recent circumstances, I was supposed to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you bring me the SL9 isn't file? I need them by name. Talk about crazy. The SL9 skin? Lana, that's... I thought it's the right like it. So what happened to us? Oh, thank you! Here, I do wear 2 weeks. I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in this case. Oh, in that case, really? This guy was a witness? Oh, okay. Joe Doc killing. Can I see that file? It's closed. Perpetrator Joe Doc. Serious number death. Victims: Edward Joe and Jason Knight, Eddie Kirby, Monster Moss, and Neil Marshall. Okay, that's one name that stood out to me. Head prosecutor Mark Edward. Witness stand Lana Sky, Emma Sky. How's Emma is involved with this? Investigation Task Force. Executive Investigator Simon Grant, Lana Sky. Head Investigator Bruce Goodman. Dick Marshall. All 6 members. Is there any Goodman last name? Is there any Scar last name? Okay, there's one last name new is Neil Marshall. Lana Sky. Okay, that's all. Take it from me. You don't want anything to do with zero murders. Oh what? Now I brought you your stuff. You just gonna ignore me? Oh, Emma, but why? Why is your name in here? Yeah, that's why I'm questioning about this too. What? My name's in here? I don't know. Unless. No, it could be. Lana, this is L9 incident. Is that? That's the classification number the police file it's under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Doc killing. The Joe Doc? No, Lana. That's over with. No! Emma, wait! She ran away. You know what? I just remembered. I'm gonna be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Jake Marshall, Angel Sky, Demon Drag, not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killing 2 years ago. This can be just a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. I get back to the trial. Best of luck. I better take a good look at this file. To be continued. Okay, there you go. Be doing it fast now because the case is not that high anymore. Yes, please. February 24, 12:14 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. The court will now reconverse for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Emma didn't come back. Oh no, this trauma goes so bad right now. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence. Witness, please state your name and application. Me, partner? Alright, that's a man 72, wandering the trail of civilization. Occupation, helping the elderly cross intersection with. Yes, weekend. Oh, I know. You're a patrolman. Hand from my head. If you listen hard, stop. You can hear the howling wind calling down. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. Howling moon. I never heard of anyone describe that word before. Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence on the day of the crime took place. Is this correct? Okay. According to the paper, partner. What do you mean? A desperate soul is as boundless as a desert sand. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain old English. The day of the crime. My car was to keep a wary eye on that bold horse car. They say I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the crew protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at the street side saloon the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're our animal, next time I hit a trail. I don't get it at all. I can't say I particularly care for your attitude. I can say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even the cowpokes like you know about these. Yes, well, what about the fingerprint activate lock on the evidence lockers? Fingerprint activate lock? What kind of new fanyo? Wikis are those? He's not being really helpful. He's not that good with machines or with following orders. Everyone got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, it's all yours. Okay, let's examine everything. Let's press everything. My job was to keep my really eye on the
Hold it!
You mean your camera, right? What exactly to keep an eye on the evidence? I just make sure nothing moves in security cameras monitor. That room so still. Every time I there, was just a caretaker who inferred the report. Who inferred it. Videos of nothing are that useful. When the time would come, I always would say, it's nothing unusual. Tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I erase a tape, it felt like erasing a part of my life. This guy has a flair for dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good. So in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room. Yes, that is going to be 3 times a day. You're supposed to go in 3 times a day. But that's not just how it works. Why? But you make your rounds on the day of the crime, right? Did you hear what I say, partner? I told you that ain't my style. I'm afraid I don't understand. No, Desperado, I know that you get in this way. No, Desperado, I know join the police force. So, officer wants to order the crime. That's between you and me. I didn't set food in the evidence room that day. I think that's a lie. Was there a good girl stuck in the victim's closet? Didn't know anything about that. Sorry, partner. Can't say I do. I haven't been that tough in weeks. How did this guy avoid being fired? Yeah. Can you explain that? You used to be a detective, so you used the evidence to in the past, correct? Of course, back in the day, my lawyer was in override of evidence. And yet you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism. Sorry, partner, I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a fight works. That's quite incredible. The sensor on the locker handle is well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. Now that is actually Detective Coach should say something like that too. At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place? I remember when I was at this
Hold it!
What were you doing in a place like that? I was eating spaghetti. Not only English state branch can read that control, don't go cause of pasta. Do you mean to tell us you abandoned police duty to eat some noodles? Not all that part of this taco, partner. That's not what I mean. I hope this has at least taught you a lesson. That's strange. This is usually where experts say you should not want to waste this year. That's weird, yeah. I'm just missing very naturally.
Hold it!
Out of ammo. Officer Marshall? That's right, partner. Or as you call it, evidence. If you plan to fit me into this crime, then you better stop. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My skill holds is waiting to carry me backwards into sunshine. One thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything. Exchange doesn't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that. Apparently you're superior, don't. Okay, have some fun up the street, so I press keep it cool. Before I use it though, I better put up the ace. Okay, got everything. I think you're lying about because there's evidence point to him being in there and evidence to point he doing the first crime scene we've been through. I think we use this one for later. Okay, now he's thinking about this.
Objection!
Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. Okay, it's quite simple. You left a really large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crib. I pay my respect, that is make my rounds, about once a month. It's totally natural my fingerprint shouldn't be there.
Objection!
I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Witness, what is the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene. The blood was wiped away. However, a preliminary test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall, it seems to me that 80 person in this room with his head on his shoulder. I take it you have an explanation, Officer Marshall, about the birthday ticket. Well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Find the scene of the crime. Birthday fingerprints. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in the evidence room. One of them just happens to be the same place as the blood-stained handprint. What? The murder touched the locker where my fingerprints was likely. Okay, that's an excuse, okay? How you know that? The first thing, the fingerprints are completely unrelated. Or did you know the murder was linked to us? See, I have nothing to do with it. You think so? The witness explanation appeared valid, although there's room for doubt. Life wasn't be fun without any doubt, partner. The defendant may now cross-examine the witness. This guy hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Yeah, I know, but that's because you, how did you put it? Pay your respect once in a while. Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That doctor happens to be one. Why you covering blood then? That's too much blood now. What? What do you mean? I mean, I said that the doctor I used when I was detective, the doctor I still use. All there in there now is a heap of broken dreams. I see. It means strange with my print weren't all over that doctor. Apparently his fingerprint data was never recorded on that program. He must have been using the all this time without even knowing. Firearm bloody handprint. Marshall owns locker. Okay, how? So then, what about the bloody handprint? What in mine is no mystery. Please explain. My locker is covered with my fingerprints. It just so happened. Really, that's it. That's the locker. Nah. The chance of that happening are million to one. On the contrary, one would argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are a million to one. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from being here fingerprints. You wanna know why? First day the fingerprints are completely unrelated. They are different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One got to do with breakfast, while the other are type of murder. He's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different. I don't see what momentum has to do with this. I know that because I checked. How did you know that? I may be alone. I still do my job. I keep up all the That's right. It was part of Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that pen. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves? That what happened? Happened to place their hands on top of the officer's martial fingerprints? That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? This seal blood in the desert is just food for the bastard. There's only one variety, and that's this. The security tape. So long as my trail is in there, you can't say otherwise. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall.
Hold it!
What do you mean by that? You want to dive into this case? Is that right, partner? If so, that video is the direct evidence you have.
Objection!
But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Place you can't see. The camera panting back and forth. The floor isn't showing. If someone was familiar with the camera position, they could have left the room without being caught on tape.
Objection!
We don't have time for your speculations. Well, Mr. Wright, you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Mr. Marshall was present. Please do now. Does he have in the video? I mean, there's one, but let's try it. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake. Now then, let's have another look at the video. Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness, Officer Jake Marshall. The hands is okay. Oh. There, that's how's that for evidence? Please allow me to apologize for my colleague, Your Honor. He gets carried away sometimes. Will you forgive him too, Officer Marshall? He's not a bad man, just a bit delusions. This is delusion. Of course, I'm not one to gun down arm, boys. I better try and find out a little more. It seems we should be moving back to Tisman. My original too bad it wasn't me that controlled it. Let me check it. Okay, so it should be at the end, right? Oh, how can I fast forward this one? I cannot fast forward.
Hold it! Objection! Objection!
Okay, let me try that again. Hold on. Profile. No, not that one. but okay. Press wrong button. Oh, that's just a play. Happens to be a second. The brain breaking. Too bad it wasn't me that killed Wright Ace. Where is it at? He wears gloves and so what makes him him? I don't know.
Objection! Hold it! Objection!
one confusing เลยเนี่ย Oh yeah, you think it's unrelated?
Objection!
But the fire has been right out. Oh, this one hard. Yeah. My head's about to get exploded again. So I cannot find him in there. So how is it? How I gonna find out? Oh, this helpful game. Some hints. Got stuck again. Oh, I need to show evidence anyway. Okay. So is this one really okay?
Hold it!
How do I know what's him then?
Objection! Objection!
Okay, so this is the right answer, but where is it? Now then, let's have a video. Now let's have another look at the video. Show us this including evidence of the weakness. How is it Kim? I'm not sure. อนะ Where he making mistake อะ Oh, it's right hand, right? If I remember correctly, it's right hand. We're missing something. The light or is it this one? Oh, right. I didn't see that one. Yeah.
Take that!
This one. There we go. Thank God. Oh, that took a while to get it. Okay. Bring our attention back to the security camera. It's a mistake. I'm afraid you soon not forget, Officer Marshall. The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Would you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. That locker with the white cloth hanging out, that was the weakness, I believe. Now then, let's rewind our video a bit. Now I feel smart already. It's not there anymore. Yeah. Oh, the white cloth, it's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What more? You opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Order! Order! You would see that clearly. Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. The murderer needs to hide something. So we open the locker and suck it out. Suck it in. It's not my fault. He appeared to shoot mine. Why everyone staring at me like I wanted, man? This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate it to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker. Oh yeah? I call you bluff. You say I opened that locker. Now I'm proof just save the game before we move on. You say but there's a fingerprints on you, so this one.
Take that!
You can talk the talk, alright, but you got the wrong way to go, but you can walk the walk. God damn it. I got it wrong. Sorry, Honor, if that officer must have then only one we can open. Then only he can open. I should know this. This one, right?
Take that!
No? Oh, come on. This one?
Take that!
No. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, this guy's an idiot. You try to be idiot, but you are a smart idiot. Hey, fingerprint sensor? We talked about this earlier today. The lockers are only be opened by the detective they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, detective comes to did mention something about this. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint lock. Oh, okay. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? I only got 1 word for you, partner. No! Order, order, order! Witness, explain yourself. If this is a joke, it's the worst I ever heard. I'm assure you this is not a joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Oi, please answer the question. What is he now? A bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. We can? Hey, have a look at this floor plan. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Markins didn't see Officer Marshall. If that's so, then where was the witness? It seems Mr. Wright has the answer. That's right. The only possible conclusion, hold on. Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time? He should be. The killer, right? Officer Marshall was standing right here. Yeah, but that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was. Correct, unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victims in this video is Officer Marshall. It was you dressed up like Detective Goodman.
Objection!
But that's preposterous. Officer Mickens witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he's no for sure. No, he's idiot.
Objection!
May I point out though that Officer Mickens did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When they entered the evidence room, I had to show his card, sir. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? He said he pulled out a knife on me. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why did he just show it? Yes, he would have needed to enter the evidence room, so you must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Mickens would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall? You got quite imagination, partner. You got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence is to deny it. You're gonna have to do better than that to bring a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim. I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. I can't say I care for you, but you don't see me complain. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence of proving beyond a shadow of doubt? The officer must show dress up as a victim. Evidence? Hello. Do we have evidence? We don't, or we have. We don't, right? Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. These are the ones who will take you deep. This can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do? It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you run into walls with no place to go, return to the basics. The basics? For me, that would have been what Mia used to tell me. Phoenix, try thinking outside the box. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I would look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. Rather look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. What is that supposed to mean? That came. Why in disguise? Right? Why do you think this number was open before? Let's say for just in case. What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of reason to open it. Oh, yeah. The reason was to get rid of the costume. Yet easy, despite the chance it might be discovered later as it has. Which means he didn't already plan to open his locker. According to defense argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as a Goodman at the time of the crime. Then after the crime was committed, he opened his old locker for some unknown reason. The fact that the white cloth is sticking out the locker seems to indicate that he opened it only to put the clothes inside. So, just what exactly is this piece of clothes? Perhaps perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I didn't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. Uh-oh, it's quiet now. Very well. Let's take yet another look at the security tape. After committing crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open the locker. Hold on, pause. We can only find one glove, right? Yeah, it's supposed to be 2 gloves. Why find only one? So you say why, right? I guess it's this one.
Take that!
Huh. Oh. Alright, partner. So we want to know the reason I had to open my locker? Why? So can stop you. I'm sure the world would be a better place with you sent off to the bone yard. Unfortunately, unsolved case can't be restored in the evidence room. Huh? Oh. Never mind. Hold on. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locking door to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open his locker. Why? I thought it was a glove. Is it this one?
Take that!
For some reason, you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman and enter the courtroom, though I don't know to what end yet. However, something unexpected happened. Officer McKean's barging on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pull a knife on him. However, the blood's on him. Officer McKean's panic. And the white coat you were wearing was soaked with blood. A bloody white coat. You couldn't just walk out like that. So you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, partner. then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you are happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now wouldn't we? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it. Alright. It seems the time has come. Marshall confessed. Okay, there you go. I had to do it that day. I could have just sat by and let it die. I stole detective ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer McKinney. I knocked him out. And managed to escape. I knew which area should be caught on camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence pool found 15. No evidence? What? So the supposed victim was really you? But there's one thing I still don't understand. Trace of the large quantity of blood was found on the floor of the evidence floor. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer McKinney managed to cut his own hand. Yeah, that's true. My guess is he's the donor. It was way too much blood for such a small donation. Okay, let's do this. I do that there, I just got that by this now. Hold it! When you say it, you mean SL9, right? Do you even have to ask partner? SL9 is it? 2 years ago, 2 years has passed since that case was heard. It was going completely, and if they transfer that's all. Not if I had anything to do with it. That incident is not over. But what did you hope to accomplish by sticking to the evidence? When a case is closed, see that case has detective and put the evidence. I want to have a look at it myself one more time. What? No matter what it costs. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine. But Officer Master wasn't in charge of that investigation yet. Why does he care so much about it? That day was my last day. That's why Why? Hold it! Oh, that's why. What did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman then? If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out evidence from Solo, I'll be arrested for stealing evidence that wouldn't get you anywhere. So you did it to pull the security camera. And the detective ID card? I saw that morning of the incident. So that really was why Goodman started filling out that lost item report. I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot. The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall. So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What did you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprints after the gun force. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your picture. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself. But he could because of a rubber glove that happened to get stuck in the floor. That means Detective Goodman must open the locker before Officer Marshall. But why? I don't get it. Hold it! You knock him out. You pull a knife on Officer McKinney and try to drive him off? Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only plan on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in that short time. Officer McKinsey certainly is a one-in-a-million types of person. He's taken a taxi for intruder and he managed to show his ID. I have to think a little more about his ways. Oh, there you go. When did Edgeworth get so much influence? Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him. I'm sorry it turned out that way. With me knocking him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? Oh, you mean this one? No, the knife of fighting. I don't know what to say. So you knocked Officer Wiggins out and... This is killing me. Hold it! So you did your research beforehand? To get into a desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I don't think that would make a difference. As security checks raise every 6 hours if I have gone as planned. Hopefully they would have gone and would have been. However, you're bloody your coat in your struggle with Officer Mickey. If someone was in the security room when I came out, then things would be enough. I opened my locker and started in there. What was Officer Mickey doing during that time? What else? Was sleeping like a baby. So, what you're saying is on that day? Really? There wasn't any murder, really? But the blood found at the scene certainly indicate a crime took place. What are you implying? The Richard stole on that tip to me. I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker? Actually, no, I didn't. What? Why not? Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. What? Mr. Edward, where is that evidence? It's still missing, Your Honor. Did the good man's locker already be empty? What the fuck is happening here? Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing? Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. Why do you do this? Stealing a detective IDs, injuring a police officers. This is no small offense. Moreover, you and officers yourself. This will have a serious consequence. I can't just be forgiven with a simple cut itself. Not necessarily cut, even a violent solution. Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with. The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more. Just forget about it. You know why? Hold it! But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it? That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room. Joe Dog was convinced for his part. One thing I can say for sure is he deserves his. I remember the Joe Dog case. It involves 0 murders, doesn't it? Nothing, no one will talk. What happened? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. Why is he so concerned with that incident? Yeah. We should present him with what? I have a feeling we'll wait up for years sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. I'm going to take another look at the file. file again. I know that there's a marshal there, so some kind of brothers or dad or someone who's died. I think it's victims, right? If I correct.
Objection!
Section. Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident. Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner. Let me say first. I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. In the list of murder victims. Yeah, there you go. The games go the same direction as me. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man? Neil Marshall. Yeah, I'm sure you heard the name. 2 years ago. Oh! You received the same largely prosecutor award you got. What? The prosecutor? He must be talking about the King of Prosecutor Award. Now I remember Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right. He was killed. And that case fell into your hands. But what is relation to you? He was my brother. Ah, I knew it. He was investigating a name with Diamond Grant and then the deputy chief of police. The group of detectives was part of work under them. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. So, my brother brought Doc and was killed. That was the first time Doc left behind any evidence. That was all we knew. It was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At last, according to public reports, what do you mean? My brother wouldn't have been killed by Joe Doc. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one would have beat him in a fight. And that's it. That's your reason for your insane action. There's more to my brother's death than what's the record said. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. Well, at least one thing for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department for the day of the crime. That was the last day. That was the last day of the SL9 case that could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered evidence room. Officer Mickens confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled. Yes, this mysterious has finally been done. No murder took place in the police department that. Uh-oh. The thing that happened by chance never ceased to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder at prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department. Chances? It's got to be more than just that. So he must so Goodman must have put all the evidence come out then, but why? Hold on. This doesn't make any sense. Like why? There's too much unanswered question. So why Goodman destroy this thing then? Hold on, let me look at the card again. McKinn's in my Edward. So why is the evidence of SL9 over there and the card then? I don't get it then. Why? It's someone set up or something. Someone must have set up. It has to be more than just that. So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky.
Objection!
But wait, verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial.
Objection!
Which is why we examine the history of the police department today. But there's only one reason Benny was not convinced yesterday. There's yet to be the mysterious of the simultaneous murder at the police department. It's late to me, this boy got to draw on you, partner. All the series of the police department has been resolved. No doubt about it. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Sky. And the testimony of one Miss Angel Star is completely incontestable. If you have responded, make it a single word or less. Ah! I rest my case. It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt. Well done. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time. This proving the elite murder at the police department. There's no doubt what I proved is true. The apparent murder on the security camera trap tape really was fake. Oh, it's a fake one. But I didn't realize that would end up proving Lina's guilty. Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. Is court for the defendant? Oh! Wait, what? Your Honor, wait! Emma, what are you doing here? Emma! The defense has no objection. That's an objection. A scientific objection. Right? What do you mean, Wright? Mr. Wright, are you this girl guardian? Your Honor, in a sense. Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking is for a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edward, please. I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I give you 3. I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark's killing. Now that she mentioned it, the name of the both Sky sister were in that file. But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprint has nothing to do with the crime. But that left only one thing, the other handprint. You mean the trace of blood found on Detective Gum's shoe? But no fingerprints was found, right? No, but I figure if I examine it scientifically, I'm be sure to find a clue. So I ran over there and looked at it again. Huh? So did you find anything? No. Huh? Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all. Is that all? Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student. And I'm just a Dorothy. But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them, please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you. Me? Oh boy. Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regards to the incident of the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain? It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood. Looking at the book, a handprint was discovered around. Is there a problem with this? Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, I can't be more use. Hold on, huh? I think I know what's going on now. I think. So McKeans take this one out, doing 415 and return at the same time. Yeah, there's something wrong with this. Yeah, something wrong. I think. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, then I will be. Please answer any question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day. We don't have all day, right? Yes, Your Honor, if ever I need to concentrate it now. What could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's doctor? Could there be something I'm missing? Okay, so for plan, if there's a plan. So how come there's a blood over there and not here? Object. There's this one. Who comes before my safe word?
Objection!
This handprint left at the crime scene clearly show a contradiction. The only thing that seems clear is through a glass thing. You've been staring pretty intently at those four plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them? Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these four plans. Something is missing. Missing? You mean something has to be drawn there? Yes, something that's been drawn. Has been drawn. Will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. That's very defensive. This is simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright. With all this evidence here, there's gotta be something I can use. The question is, which I think can be proved that is something missing.
Take that!
What about that piece of pine wood, huh? The Blue Badger, mascot of police force. Defending of truth, guardian, and proof. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Please look at the four plans of the crime scene. The Blue Badger is not here. So what? What happened when we put him in? This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Well, what? Huh? That's right. So long as the Blue Badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint in this spot in the locker. What? So that means, just exactly what does that mean? Oh my god, Judge. It means it can be done. What are you saying? Blood trace was undeniably found in that locker. Don't look at me, I didn't put it there. Mr. Wright, take it through scientifically. Emma, on the afternoon, Officer Nicky was the one who brought the Blue Badger to evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker. So that must mean this blood mark was left there before Blue Badger was brought in. Just one moment, I will not allow such far-fetched motive dash in my courtroom. It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. One, on February 21st, the police department's evidence room. Purpose failed not once, but twice. But how? One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. It was after Officer Mickens cut his hand, from which a triple amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time, someone bleed prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been that good man when he was really murdered.
Objection!
That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim.
Objection!
The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, that does not explain the birthmark found on the locker.
Objection!
So then, assuming this murder your purpose really happened, where did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves it occurred. When did the first incident occur? To summarize, the defense claimed that prior to Officer Mickens being cut by J. Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that lock evidence room. That's right. The blood mark on the locker proves this. Very well. Then tell us, when did this first incident occur? As Mr. Ashworth said, proof must be present. Proof that show when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that shows that. Now then, will the defense please present this evidence? What show when the first crime took place? What show when the first time? What show งั้นเหรอ Hold on อะไรที่แสดง
Take that!
โอ๊ะ I just placed the badger and what the fuck? If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the killer would have had it to enter it. In order to do so, an ID card would would have been required? An ID card. Oh, and the ID record. So I was right. Okay. Officer McKean spotted the blue badger panel in the evidence room at. Let's see. 450. If the crime took place before that time, it would have been 440. My secretary, just what have you done? I've never figured you have to know, boy. Subject X witness. It doesn't take a lot of things for a thought to figure it wouldn't have been me. Nope, I wouldn't get it. I'm afraid I don't understand either. It's clear from the criminal test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer McKean and Officer Musgrove failed to witness the crime. That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer. I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away. To clean up the blood, unfortunately, that's physically impossible. That would mean the crime scene was taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room. Yeah, so I don't know who's the first one coming in there. Let's look at the chart again. There's only one other card number remaining, 77777777. Talk about a lucky number. But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room? Since there are no records of his card being used beforehand, it wasn't him. He must have entered along with the real murder. Okay. That's the only possible explanation. He went in with the 77777778. Miss Edgeworth, let's look into this ASAP. Find out whose AD number is 77777777. That's 17 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the phone of that ID. Uh-oh. At least as present. What? Explain yourself, son. The ID number 77777777 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher. Someone who is a so-called executive officer. Don't have authority to inquire into such a person's identity.
Objection!
But that's ridiculous. Just how? I'm not finished talking. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority. If an official charge fired against an executive except an official charge, you are a liar, aren't you? You are cover-ups and you are forgeries. That's how prosecutors office operates.
Objection!
I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate if you would keep your slander to yourself. Slander? Okay. Let me ask a question. Yes? No, not to you, to her. The defendant standing fidgeting over there. Your own little executive. The planner?
Objection!
Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course, you look up her ID number. It's not 77777777. Don't play for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident. The SL9 incident. Answer me this. That tried to did you really only use legitimate evidence? Uh-oh. Did you need a witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time, occasionally we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least I did. Lana? I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime in the law. But before I realized it, we were the one being suppressed by the law. Defendant, just what are you saying? I ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? And you look me and investigated that one in the eye and say that you did. Chief Prosecutor, you didn't. I don't have to, Officer Marshall. Why won't you answer him? Drastic crime requires drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But Lana, even if it involves forging evidence, what the fuck? See? That's what I'm talking about. No. No! Order! Lana Mark was the chaos in the courtroom could not be well. The conclusion of the trial would have to wait until the following day. Well, that was unexpected, but I will continue this one next time. So that's it for today. I will continue this one next week, and we'll do Marvel Rivals Friday then tomorrow. Until then, I think I'm not be able to play the game until Thursday of next week, I believe now, because I have some work to do next week actually. So until then, I see you guys on the next stream. My name is Tom. This is Tokudet Channel, and I hope you have a good day. Have a great night. สวัสดีครับ Good night, guys.